Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would do my monthly favourites for you. As I say, October then, yikes, November is at an end. And I've only got a few favourites, but obviously I wouldn't want to put in anything just for the sake of it to bulk this video out. So I've got a few home bits as well, and a non-favourite. Let's get into it. Anyway, starting with skin, I've got two products I want to talk about. So starting with the foundation, it is actually True Match by L'Oreal. This is an oldie but a goldie. I believe they've changed the packaging since this bottle. And funnily enough, I was at dinner the other night and my friend who's mixed race was asking for a good drugstore foundation, and I did actually point her in the direction of this because A, it's something that I've been using recently and quite enjoying. It's a nice medium coverage sort of satin finish foundation, but also it comes in a shit ton of colours and a shit ton of undertones as well. So I think having stuff like this, I know NYX have a really good I know NYX have a really good wide range on their Can't Stop foundation, is that what it's called? And I know there's also Fit Me by Maybelline, but I've been enjoying this and I also think it caters for a lot of people. So it's something that I've recommended to somebody else, so I thought I'd also recommend it to you. Again, I've got it on my face right now and I am in the colour, ooh, probably 1N, something like that. Something like the cap's gone. As I said, this is the old bottle, they've definitely updated it. But yeah, I think this is around a tenner. Again, haven't bought it in a while, but definitely on sale in Boots most of the time. Good staple product. Anyway, and what I've been enjoying to apply my foundation at the moment, I've fallen back in love with sponges. If you've seen my beauty pie video, I do talk about this sponge in it. This is one unused. Again, I'm keeping it just sort of as a little prop, but the one that I am using is disgusting. Hang on, hold up. Use it to apply my foundation today. Here it is. They're just so soft, and I did say in that video, you know, it has been a while since I used a proper beauty blender, so maybe I'm not the best person to ask to compare the two, but honestly, like, this is a fantastic sponge, and you get two for I think £6, which is, you know, better than Real Techniques, and I think the sponge is actually better than the Real Techniques one, which I do have on hand at the moment. Like, it's just a lot more softer and just very good at applying the makeup. So definite recommend from me. But if you want to know what I think about other beauty pie products, I did a whole video on their makeup and I've got one about their skincare coming. But yes, so foundation, that's what I've been using and what I've been applying it with. I guess this is also kind of a base product, but I wanted to talk about sort of how multi-purposing it, and it's Colourpop's Flexitarian. So this is one of their Super Shock highlighters, and as you can see, I'm definitely very much in love with this product. I believe this was in my yearly favourites last year for a highlighter. I still love it, and again, I put it both on my cheeks, but also I like using it as an eyeshadow quite a lot recently. It's sort of, if I say, it's kind of like a champagne-y pink, but like really, really light. I find often sort of the champagne pink highlighters are just a little bit too dark for my skin tone, to be honest, whereas this one, it definitely has like that almost like white gold in it. So it has like a nice tone to it, because typically when you have lighter highlighters, they're either like really like blue or pink or iridescent reflexing, which isn't necessarily what I'm going to be wearing on a daily basis. But yeah, so it has sort of that almost like warmth to it that you would get from a highlighter that you usually find that is typically deeper. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Anyway, but I've also, as I said, been using it as a highlighter for my eyes, like on the inner corners. You can play a drinking game with the products that I'm going to recommend. I did a full-blown makeup tutorial for my last video, so if you want to see me apply that in a little bit more depth, you can see it there. But yeah, again, I just use my finger as well, because these products are cream products. You can just use your hands, super duper easy to apply, and I've just been loving using it as a eyeshadow as well, sort of like as a nice highlight. Even if you just want to pop it in the corner, I like taking it basically halfway across the lid, just add a little bit more shine, because 'tis the season and all that. And last but not least, it's the lip combo I've got on. I'm now really worried that I recommended this before, maybe in my last favourites. No, I recommended a red lipstick in that one. I'm going with it. I'm going to recommend it anyway. It's I didn't do a close-up because my lips are actually, winter has struck, winter has come, and my lips are tore up from the floor. Everybody wants big lips until it's winter and they just scab up anyway. But actually this is a pretty good lipstick for it. It's one of the Generation G lipsticks by Glossier. Now what's really annoying is I bought this about 2 months ago, and now they've brought out a repackaged and reformulated version of them. So again, this is the old one, but the new one, the packaging's better, because I must admit I had Cake by Glossier and the lid well, even here I can see that the lid's starting to crack, like a big chunk of it came out, so that just went into my empties bag. But yeah, so this is the colour Leo, which is what I've got on right now, and I always like to pair basically any lipstick with the Milani Spice Colour Statement lip liner. The colour is Spice, but yeah, this is a ride or die product of mine. But yeah, it works really well with this. These are like a sheer matte lipstick, so I think these work quite well together because obviously lip liner is a little bit more drier than this sort of formula, so having the two together produces this. But yeah, as an everyday lip combo, I really do enjoy it, and it is nice and comfortable and all that, and I really like the colour. Again, I think it's nice and autumnal, but also I do quite like my sort of orangey, earthy brown colours, so this works quite well for me. Again, if you've got a deeper skin tone, this would be a really nice nude as well. But yeah, that's actually all of my favourites, all very makeup focused, I must admit. But yeah, I have got a few other little bits. I did want to talk about an unfavourite. Now, oh, it's over here, let me grab it. I did want to talk about an unfavourite, or like a not favourite, or a crappy product, because sometimes you go into the drugstore blind and you buy some stuff and it's great. But also, like, part of the reason why I do like to recommend drugstore products is I find like that's what's more hit and miss. It's more devastating when you buy a high-end product and it's crap, but I find that you get more rubbish at the drugstore. So it took me probably longer than it should have to realise that CYO, or Create Your Own, I don't know what CYO stands for. It's a brand in Boots. Basically, it's rebranded 17, which was their own in-house brand for teenagers. So that was their thing. And anyway, like their branding is amazing. Like, I love like the look of their branding and stuff, and it definitely like sucked me in. And I was like, oh cool, like what's this? And it wasn't until I read the back, it's like, oh, it's by Boots, this is definitely new 17. Anyway, and by the way, some of Boots' own products can be fantastic, so that's not necessarily why it's a bad product because it's a Boots' own brand, but I just thought that's something I should point out because it's something that I didn't necessarily pick up on straight away. Anyway, it's a setting spray. So as you know, I talk a lot about the NYX matte one because, again, this is just something that works well and is a nice price point, and is easily accessible. So I love that one. But I thought I'd try something new, and again, this is before I sort of clocked what this brand was. And foolishly, I didn't spray it beforehand, I just picked it up. I think it was about £5, like it wasn't that expensive. I was getting a 3 for 2. And what's annoying, I literally bought these at the same time, and I just wish I had spent that extra £1 because this is £6 on another bottle of this rather than this. But this setting spray, it's called just the fixing spray, Set to Last. It is just pure alcohol. Oh my god, it like stinks. And I know that like a lot of setting sprays will use alcohol because that sort of does fix your spray, but like the spray itself is not ideal. And it literally just smells like vodka. Like, there's no other way for me to describe it. Like, other than it just, I mean, they say that they've just got like 6 ingredients in it, which maybe is good, I don't know, but it is just pure alcohol. And I'm just like, I could buy some alcohol. Like, yeah, it's just pure alcohol, which I don't think is necessarily great for your skin. But again, maybe if you're a teenager and your skin's a bit oily, maybe your skin won't hate it as much. But I just think particularly in winter as well, like your skin will fucking hate this. Like, I just don't think, even though it is a fiver, it's not worth it to me. So anyway, I have, as I said, got a few little homey bits. Actually, I'm going to start with what's on my fingers, maybe a bit more fashiony stuff. And it's rings. Specifically stacking rings. I'm going to be really annoying, and there's only probably one ring that I'm wearing right now that I can, one ring to rule them all. It's only probably one ring that I can tell you where to buy because the rest I've gotten in really weird circumstances. Well, not weird. So this one I picked up in a gem shop in Portugal. This one here I got from Camden Market. This one here was a gift. It's like a feather. So these two are kind of like jewels. So yeah, this one's like rose quartz, this one's just the black one, onyx, and I'm not 100% sure. And then this one I got from Lost at Sea Jewellery, I don't know, oh, it's not really in focus, hang on, let's do this, hey. So, oh, yeah, there they are, hang on, oh, there you go, there's some eyeliner. It's just more the look of stacking rings that I've quite liked. Like, I've just found my groove with these ones, like these always go on the same fingers. Because this is where they fit quite nicely. Like, it's like really like bent into shape. But anyway, I've just been really enjoying stacking jewelry and just like the look that this has. I can't find, I think it's at my parents' house, I can't find my Great Frog or my Alexander McQueen rings, like my really big rings. So I think having sort of smaller ones, but lots of them has kind of been my vibe at the moment, simply because I can't find my big ones. But also, I think it looks nice. Anyway, stacking rings. I've been enjoying it. And I always wear silver. If you ever wondered, I always wear silver jewellery. I just don't think gold works with my complexion. For whatever reason, it's just I've always preferred silver. So, as I mentioned, I've got 2 homey bits to talk about. So one's going to be decor and one's going to be a little bit more boring. But something I thought I'd recommend because it might help you in the seasons to come. We'll get to it. Anyway, so so here I've got the Kit Kat clock. I feel like I'm actually working with like animals or children right now. This is a Kit Kat clock, and I bought this. Let him go. I bought this years ago. I bought this for my previous flat, and I just never ended up putting it up. But since I've moved, I've put this up in my room. Now, as you notice, it's not ticking. Duracell, you say that you're the best batteries. I've got to tell you that the batteries have already run out on this, and I've had it up for about 3 weeks. But it's just fun.
Hi guys, just wanted to jump in and let you know that 3 days later, it started ticking by itself.
I wanted to recommend it for obvious reasons. I like having this in my house. Ding ding. But yeah, so decor, this one, I just think it's fun but functional, and it goes with my aesthetic, as you can see, literally black and white. Just a fun little decor piece. I just thought it's a little bit kitsch, so it's a little bit fun, but it also goes with my vibe. Anyway, and you can get them in different colours, but I'd recommend the black one. Anyway, and last but certainly not least, oh my god, oh god, oh no, oh no, hang on, oh here we go. A dehumidifier. So rented properties are fun, aren't they? I mean, we moved in with this like random, it's not actually that random, this dehumidifier, this like big like heavy duty dehumidifier was in the living room, and I was like, and it sort of said, oh yeah, please use the dehumidifier, and we moved in mid-September, so it was like, okay, like whatever, didn't really use it. Anyway, so needless to say, as the weather has gotten colder, we have seen the use of using the dehumidifier, particularly when we're drying clothes, we pop it on and it's over there, the big one. But anyway, I've got one for my room, so I saw a little bit of damp in my room. I'm gonna be perfectly honest, it's not great. But yeah, so I bought one for my room, and this one is by Unibond, and I don't know if you'll be able to see. I don't particularly want to handle this too much. It has like a blue ring inside, which like the air travels through, and then it captures the water in the bottom. Anyway, I got it off Amazon, and it wasn't that expensive. It was like a bit more expensive than, you know, you can get those like small plastic ones with like the beads in. I think it was about £6. Between £6 and £10, around that range. It really wasn't that expensive, but obviously it seems to be working. And yeah, I want something a little bit more heavy duty than the ones that you can get sort of in Home Bargains. So if you suffer with damp, there you go. There's a recommendation from me to you. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'd love to know what you've been loving this month, so if you want to leave that down below, I'd love to read your comments. If there's anything you'd like to see from me, please let me know, and if not, I shall see you soon. Bye! Oh.